Hello, I'm Joey Haskins, and welcome back to You've Never Seen, in which I showcase a movie you've probably never seen before. We are back in the pre-code era, this time with a film by the prolific director Josef Von Sternberg. When Sternberg moved to Hollywood from Berlin in 1929, he received a going-away present in the form of a book called Amy Jolly. Inspired by the story, he wrote a screenplay for it and wanted to make it at his new studio, Paramount. Sternberg even had an idea of who would play Amy Jolly, an actress he worked with on his last German film, The Blue Angel. Since Paramount was already looking for her to come to the US, they gave Sternberg the opportunity to bring her to the States on a 2-movie contract. That woman, who also happened to be the person who gave Sternberg the Amy Jolly book, was Marlene Dietrich. With Sternberg, Dietrich would become an international star and create what many would consider some of their best films. But the film that would start this collaboration, launched Dietrich to fame, and adapted from the Amy Jolly book was Morocco. Morocco is a 1930 film directed by Sternberg and starring Dietrich as well as Gary Cooper and Adolf Menjo, but it's Dietrich who steals the show. It's probably safe to say there's no actress quite like Dietrich. From her distinct face to her smooth voice to her fashion style, it's no wonder she became a star quickly. She has a type of swagger to herself that only few stars have and really contributes to the audience liking her. And of course, she acts very well alongside Cooper and Menjo. The fact that she pretty much steals the show in her first ever American movie says a lot to her staying power. And let's not forget, this is a pre-code film, meaning the film got away with certain things before censors were in place. One of the big things is the first major set piece of the film, Dietrich's first performance on stage, dressed in a tuxedo. Of everything in this film, this scene is probably the most remembered, not just for the normalization of women wearing men's clothes in the film, but also for the fact that Dietrich kisses a woman in the middle of the performance with nobody batting an eye. It's clear from the film that most of the emphasis was on making Dietrich a star. And while that's a big plus, the only real detriment to that is the less screen time by her male co-stars. That doesn't mean they aren't great in this film, they are, but it's more in line with the scenes itself than their acting. Menjo is a good foil to Dietrich in this film, and his hedonistic intentions for her character make him more self-destructive than anything else. Cooper was a prominent actor at the time. Hell, he's one of the stars of the first ever Best Picture winner, Wings. But he doesn't have a lot of screen time in the film, or doesn't have a lot to say in the film. But again, that kind of helps it. Morocco is a film that came out shortly after sound was introduced. And while Sternberg does embrace sound, there are 2 musical numbers in the film, he also creates volumes in how little he uses it. Oftentimes throughout the film, there are scenes that have no talking or music accompanying it, just silence, allowing the actors to convey emotions in a scene with just their expressions. One of my favorite scenes in the film is where Cooper's Tom Brown is at a crossroads on whether to be with Dietrich's Amy Polly or not. This comes to a head when Menjo's rich Labezier offers his hand in marriage. And although Amy loves Tom more, he decides for the both of them that they can't be together since he doesn't have any money as he works for the French Legion, and she deserves a lavish life with Labezier and everything she could ever want. Saying goodbye to her by writing it on her mirror instead of telling her to her face. This is the kind of storytelling that was done in the movies back then. And another scene that I really like is later down the road, where Amy is in the middle of a dinner and hears the Legion returning. Rushing blindly to find Tom, the pearl necklace she wears breaks and falls to the ground. And in a beat of silence, she looks around at everyone's reactions and runs off to find Brown. This is what I'm talking about. Morocco serves as a nice bridge between the silent era and the beginning of the talkies. Beautiful set pieces and costumes that would make you think it was filmed in Morocco, but it was actually filmed in LA. An unforgettable performance by Dietrich, and a nice mixture of sound and silence for the film, Morocco is a movie that should not be ignored and will forever be talked about for years to come. The film was also nominated for 4 Oscars, giving Dietrich her first and only Oscar nomination in her whole career. Morocco is not available on any service at the moment. You can find it on DVD or Blu-ray online or at your local library in one way. The Criterion Collection's box set of Sternberg and Dietrich's Hollywood films. They include a lot of really good stuff, so go check it out. With Weston Media Center, I'm Joey Haskins, and I'll see you all next time.